Hello everyone and welcome back to the Highlands Fishing DLC here in the Farming Simulator 25. So as you can see, we have now moved to April and once again we have got three more pellets of young salmon with us. As for the trouts, I have still not enabled them because if we look into our aquaculture, you can see it still has a full storage of young trouts with it. As for the salmons, just over half of the storage is filled with young salmons as well, and it is still making adult salmons and trouts for us. So let's visit, and hopefully we now have more pellets, you can see. And in total, I think we have 11 pellets of adult trouts and salmons that we're gonna sell in July, and we still have one more pellet of trout right here. So that means I won't have to start the young trout production at least for this month as well. And if we look into the young fish breeding center, you can see it still has plenty of fish food, which this production is going to use for making more young salmons. And I will be activating the young trouts, but maybe in the next month only. So today, what we will be doing is, since we planted the onions in our field number 23 in the previous episode, which is right here, you can see the seeds have germinated and this field is fully covered with lot of weeds. So we will be doing the weeding as well as the fertilizing work on this field. And I think since we have plenty of money with us, so instead of leasing the weeder once again, I can purchase it because we are going to need it in almost each of our field in the coming time. And let's have a look onto the contracts as well. And we have plenty of hoeing contracts as well. So if I purchase the weeder, then we can surely do these two contracts using our weeder, which I'm going to purchase. I will be going with this one itself. And along with it, we have plenty of sewing contracts as well, but I don't think I will be doing them. And instead, once again, our third contract will be this feeding contract on the field number 24. So it will be best that I will first purchase the weeder and we're going to start with the weeding work in this field. And for this work, I will be using the New Holland tractor. So let's straight away jump on it. There it is. And let's quickly move to the shop. I will purchase the weeder and I'm gonna start with the weeding work on our field number 23. And after that, I will also be fertilizing it, and along with it, I will also be doing a few contracts so that we can earn some extra money. So here we are once again back to the shop, and straight away I will purchase a weeder. There's quite a bit of fog at the shop, you can see. So into the vehicle section, and I will be purchasing a weeder and we will be going with this one, and it is going to cost me 36,000 pounds. So let's purchase it. There we go. Straight away, let's get it attached to the tractor and I will move towards the field number 23 and I'm gonna start with the weeding work on that field. And once it will be done, I will then do the weeding contracts on the two of the other fields. And apart from it, I will also lease a bigger weeder for the third contract that we are gonna do in this episode. And that contract will be done by the worker for me. And probably the last work that we are going to do in this episode will be the fertilizing work on the field number 23. And apart from it, I don't think having to do anything else in this episode. So let's quickly move towards the field number 23. And once again, I will see you right there. So here we are at our onion field, which is on the left hand side, and you can see our canola crops are growing on quite well in both of our field number 22 and field number 20. So let's get inside the field and straight away I'm gonna start with removing all of these weeds. And as for our further investments, I think I'm gonna invest in purchasing a sawmill very soon so that we can start with the castle production in the coming time. Well, not the production, it's the castle construction work that we are gonna start with. So let's quickly turn on the steering assist. I think I'm gonna do two headlands and then we will move up and down in this field. So there we go. We are removing the weeds from our onion field, and it is quite a big field, but I'm pretty sure that I will be finished with this work in a single time lapse. So let's start it, and I will see you guys once I'm done with the weeding work on our field number 23. Well, as you can see, I am almost done with the weeding work on our onion field, and the only work left on this field is now to fertilize it as well, which I'm gonna do within this episode. But I think before that, I will now do the two weeding contract for which I will be using our own tractor and the weeder. So there we go. Weeding work is done. Let's fold the weeder and straight away I will have a look onto the contracts menu. So we have these two hoeing contracts, one on the field number 36, which is not too far away from here, and another one is the field number 39, which is right here. So the good thing is that both these fields are very reachable to us. So I can now start with both of these contracts. So I will first accept the contract, or what I will do is I will accept both these contracts as both fields are quite near to each other. So first we're gonna start with the field number 36. Let's accept this contract, and second will be the field number 39, which is right here. There we go. So there are the two fields. For accessing the field number 39, I will have to go from this way through the forest, and it is going to lead me to this field. As for the field number 39, it is right across this road, just near to our field number 20. So I think we should move towards the field number 36. I will do this field, and after that, we can start with the weeding work on the field number 39, for which I think I can even hire a worker as well. That will depend on how much time it is going to take me to do the weeding work on field number 36. So let's move towards the field number 36. I will be coming back to our onion field with the fertilizer sprayer, but that will be the final job that I will be doing in this episode. So see you right at the field number 36. So here we are, and we already did, I think, the cultivation contract in this field, and now we will be doing the weeding work. And once again, you can see there is absolutely no visible weeds on this field, so let's start with it straight away. I will surely be using the steering assist for this job, and we're gonna start from this side. So there we go, we are doing the contract, and hopefully the contract bar is gonna increase. Yep, there we go, we are at 1%. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna quickly finish this contract by myself, and for the field number 39 I think I will be hiring a worker so that I can lease the machines for the third weeding contract, and I can do that contract by myself. And our final job will be to fertilize our onions field, which I'm gonna do by myself. And once it will be done, I think that will be it for our this episode as well. As for the second fertilizing application, I will be providing that to our onions field in the next month, which will be May. And I think the harvesting time for the onions field will be right around September or October. Let's have a look onto the crop calendar. Nope, the harvesting time will be August or September. So I will be first harvesting the canola, that is for sure, and only then we're gonna lease the machines for the onion harvesting work, because it is gonna take me quite some time, as it is a big field and the machines that we are gonna use are quite small. So we'll see how the things goes. As of now, let's continue with the weeding work on this field as well. We are already 15% done, almost 15%. So I will see you guys after some time. Well, as you can see, I have just finished the weeding work on the field number 38, and right now we are in the woods because this track will lead me to our next field, which is the field number 39. And the only thing that I have to keep in mind is before I collect the reward for doing the contract, I must bring out my own machines from the field, or else I won't be able to access the doors and my machines will be stuck inside the field premises itself. So here is the field number 39 on the right hand side, and this time there are plenty of visible weeds on this field. So this weeding work will be done by the worker for me, and I will now lease the machines for our third and final contract. So let's quickly open the doors, and I think it is a potato field. Nope, it's a sugar beet. Yep, it's a sugar beet. So let's start with doing the contract. I will hire a worker for this work. So there we go. Worker is gonna start the contract for me, and once again into the contracts menu, and I think I will collect the reward from our first contract, and we get just over 7,200 pounds for the weeding work on the field number 36. Let's collect it. And for the final contract, I will be doing this contract on the field number 34. It is quite near to the shop as well as our own farm, which is a good thing. So let's borrow the items, and there you can see more contracts have emerged, but I will stick with this one itself. There we go, and straight away let's jump on the leased vehicle. So once again we get JCB fast track icon 8330 tractor and a big weeder for this contract as well. Let's get it attached and we'll move towards the field, and we're gonna start with the weeding work. And I've done plenty of weeding work in this episode. This is my third field that I will be doing the weeding work on. So here's the field number 24, and I think once again it is a sugar beet field. So there is the entrance. Let's quickly open the gates, and straight away I can start with this contract as well. So it's the same weeder that we used in the previous episode. It's just that that weeder was quite big in size, and this one is the smaller version of that same weeder. And yep, it is a sugar beet field. So let's close the gates because we won't be needing these machines once we are done with the contract, as they are the leased one and they will be returned to the shop once the contract will be finished. So I'm gonna start from this side, and even being a smaller version, you can see this weeder is still quite big in size. So once again I will be doing two headlands, then we will move up and down in the field. I think I'm gonna start with this side and from here. So there we go. We are doing our third and final contract on the field number 24, and once it will be done, I think till then our worker will also be finished with the hoeing work on the field number 39 as well. And after that I will once again use the New Holland tractor to fertilize my onions field, and that will be it for our this episode as well. So time for another quick time lapse. I'm gonna start it straight away. Our contract is 6% done and the other contract is at 28%. So let's continue with the work, and once again I will see you guys after some time. So although they are quite bigger in size, but you can see these weeders are very slow when we compare it to the hoe that we have just purchased. Although their purpose could be different, but for the weeding work, I think the hoe is better option when we talk about in the farming simulator. Although I don't think a hoe can work on the bigger weeds, but a weeder surely can remove them from the fields. But then again, since it is only the first growth stage, I think the hoe is a better option as it does the same work with better speed. We get almost 5 to 6 miles an hour of extra working speed with the hoe, or maybe more. I will have to look into the section. You can see, well, it is almost more than double. You can see we can get almost 15 miles an hour of working speed with a hoe, but for the weeder you can see it is limited only to 7 miles an hour. So that that is why I always go with a hoe instead of purchasing a weeder. So the weeder can be helpful if only they are quite big in size, just like the one we used in the previous episode for doing a weeding contract. But then again, it will be very expensive. And if and once again, if I look into the prices, you can see the biggest weeder that we can purchase is gonna cost over 86,000 pounds. It is a working width of over 27 meters. We also have this one with a working width of 24 meters. But if you look at the working speed, they all can work only at 7 miles an hour. But with this one, the Pottinger Rotocare that we have just purchased, we get a decent working width of over 12 meters and the working speed is more than double, which is a good thing. And I always prefer it over any other weeder, at least for the in-game weeders that we get. I haven't checked the mod hub for any of the weeders because I like this one very much and I will always prefer it over the other weeders. So we are done with the weeding work on field number 24. Let's collect the reward for it, and we have to collect the reward for this one, and we get over 6400 pounds for it. There we go. And now for the reward for the field number 39, I'm gonna get it, but only after getting my machines out of this field. My final job now will be to do the fertilizing work on our onions field. So let's quickly close the gates and we get just over 4000 pounds for it. There we go. So once again we have over 100,000 pounds with us, and the correct way to head towards our farm is this one. And let's quickly go there. I will put the weeder inside the shed and also the front weight so that I can attach the fertilizer sprayer to our tractor, and we're gonna start with the fertilizing work on our onion field, and that will be it for our this episode and this month as well. So back to the farm. I will put the weeder right here in this shed. There we go. So we won't be needing the front weight as well. I will put it, but before that, let's attach the fertilizer sprayer to our tractor. So there we go. You can see we have just over 1100 liters of liquid fertilizer in our sprayer, which I think should be enough for our first application on our onion field. So let's quickly head towards the field. I'm gonna start with the fertilizing work. We will be finished very soon. This will be our final time lapse, and after that I will be calling it a day. And for the next episode I will be seeing you guys in May, and I will be once again doing some fertilizing work on our onion field. We'll have to re-fertilize it because our crops are gonna need at least 2 applications of fertilizer. And apart from it, I will also be delivering pellets of small fishes to our aquaculture. I think by then the processing on our bigger aquaculture will be almost finished. And I think I will also start the production of young trouts in the next month itself. So we'll see how the things goes. Let's quickly get into the tractor. So I'm gonna start from this side of the field. Once again, I will be using the steering assist. We will do one headland and then we'll go up and down in this field. So let's align the tractor. There we go. So there you can see we are fertilizing our onion field. So let's continue with this work. I will be finished very soon and I will see you after some time. Well, as you can see, I am almost finished with the fertilizing work as well on our onion field. And I never thought I could have adjusted the working width of a sprayer. I think it's a new feature with this version of Farming Simulator. And if it was previously there, I didn't know about it. But at least we now know about it and I can now try to save as much as of the liquid fertilizer as we can. So there you can see we still have just about 200 liters of liquid fertilizer left in the sprayer, which we will be using for applying the second application of fertilizer on this field. What I will do is I will stop the tractor and the sprayer right here, and that will be it for our this episode as well. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you do so, then do leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. As of now, thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.